new video. Okay, so ribbon, you're gonna unwrap this. Let me see if there's two in here, if it's one piece. One piece, so it's gonna have to be cut. You're just gonna cut it in half. Okay, ribbon is a little bit more involved. So you need to find the natural heel of the shoe, which is not the sole. This is the shank or the sole inside, and you don't want to go from there. That is wrong. You can see where the heel of the shoe sits. A pointe shoe is different than a regular shoe because when they're up on point, the foot slides down, so their heel ends up here. But the heel of the shoe, you can see, is about right there. So from the heel, you're gonna fold it down squarely. And you can check, you can see on the back, it doesn't go all the way to the end of the shank. Okay, and then you're going to be sewing your elastics in here and here. Do not sew on an angle. Okay, so things to remember, you're gonna make that perpendicular square. You're gonna sew below the satin, below the drawstring, because you don't wanna sew through your drawstring because then she won't be able to tighten it up. You can have a little bit of extra. I think, where's Grace's? Here's Grace's shoe. You can see one done. I've seen people do like a box with the thread and then an X through it to reinforce it. Ribbons have a tendency to come out if you don't sew them tight. Lots of thread, okay? Now, the ribbon has two different sides. One side is satin and soft and smooth, and the other is rougher. It has like a grain to it. You want to sew it so the grainy side is going to be next to her tights. It's going to help the ribbon not be slippery on the tights. And then you have the pretty shiny side on the outside. When you're doing this with this loop of a ribbon, it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about like straightening this all out and making sure. It's not going to matter because I'm going to cut their ribbons. Do not let them cut their ribbons. Okay, so you just sew this sucker in. I'm going to twist this all up. Okay, so this could be all totally twisted up. It doesn't matter. Just so long as the rough side is up. You want the rough side up? She's going to bring her shoe to class with her ribbon and elastic on, and I'm gonna cut this ribbon. So it doesn't matter, because once it's cut, then it's gonna straighten out, okay? So that's ribbon, that's what it looks like. All right, end of ribbons.